up, guys? It's B-Man the Champ here. No, don't adjust your YouTube settings. I'm here. I'm doing a ride along. I'm back with Troublemaker again.
Yo, whoop, whoop.
And shout out for helping me along with this SummerSlam predictions. We'll be doing 2 nights for the first time ever, eh? Fucking crazy.
I know, like, what?
Honestly, like...
Hashtag money grab.
Yeah, really. Honestly, like, okay, I guess. But I think what would make more sense, honestly, the WrestleMania thing, but it should just be a WrestleMania thing because that makes it more special. But the only other one I could see making sense for 2 nights would be something like the Royal Rumble, because those matches usually take a long time, right? So.
Yo, isn't it already 2 nights?
No, but it might be soon.
Don't encourage it.
Well, if they had SummerSlam. Instead of SummerSlam 2 nights, I think Royal Rumble would make more sense. But anyway, let's start with night 1, which would be let's see. When we start with the women's tag team titles, you got Raquel and Roxanne versus the not friends, Charlotte and Alexa. Trouble, who you got?
Oh man. Oh, yo, Charlotte and Alexa, right off the bat. They would make such an entertaining tag team. Because, like, this is strictly business. There's no friendship involved.
Yeah, they're partners. They're not friends.
Yeah.
You know what? I agree with you. I think they probably could win. But you know what I think would make things a lot more entertaining and interesting? So you know how Liv Morgan's out with an injury, right? You know, which fucking sucks. It sucks to see anybody get injured, but... especially when they had plans for her. But what I think would be like really interesting and hilarious is literally the week before she's supposed to come back. Like, let's say they announce her return, and the week before she's supposed to come back, Raquel and Roxanne lose the tag belts. Like, literally. Like say she's supposed to come back. Like, let's say maybe like Royal Rumble or something, right?
Yeah.
But like, Raquel and Roxanne hold on to the tag belts for that amount of time, but then the Raw before the Rumble, and she's supposed to come back and everything, they lose their tag straps.
Well, yo, tell me something. Didn't they estimate this, that she won't be there for about 7 to 8 months because of the injury?
Yeah.
Yo, so she's probably, if you really kind of add it up, she's probably going to come back as a surprise opponent at WrestleMania.
Maybe.
And then she's probably going to take the title off of, it's probably going to be Roxanne or Raquel that's champion at that point.
Well, maybe.
Twist of fate.
You could see, like, I guess you could probably see, like, Raquel betrayed her in a way, but I don't know. I just think it would be more interesting and entertaining is if they held off on Roxanne and Raquel losing the tag straps until right before Liv's supposed to come back. Because, Roxanne's supposed to be like a temporary placeholder, right? But, yeah, so I do think Sharon and Alexa are going to take the win now.
Yeah, and I will also go out on a limb and say this. Hypothetically, if that is the opening contest for SummerSlam, typically, statistically, the title does change hands if there's multiple titles being put on the line on the very first match.
Well, I don't necessarily think it is going to be the first match. It's just the first one I thought of.
Okay.
But, it could be anywhere. Probably not the main event, though. So, what else we got? We got the, let's keep going with the tag matches. You got Randy Orton teaming up with Jelly Roll to take on Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. Oh, man. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious who's going to win it. Orton and Jelly Roll are going to win because, it's a celebrity thing. They usually win those matches, so I'm picking Orton and Jelly Roll.
Yeah, same, and I'm calling it now. Like, Jelly Roll's going to pin Logan Paul.
Probably. Do you think McIntyre's going to make it back to the States in time? Because apparently he's stuck in England.
No. Wow, I didn't even know that. Why is he stuck in England? What happened?
I think he was at a friend's wedding or something. He only has like a UK passport. He doesn't have like a US passport. I think he lost it or something. I can't remember. But yeah, apparently he's stuck in...
You know what? No, yeah, I think he'll make it back in time. Don't trip. Like, but you just asked me the question on the spot, and I'm thinking about passports and all that shit. Fuck. You know what? I want him to make it back. My gut feeling says that he won't. And if he doesn't, they're gonna make that a huge, either one of two things. They want to cover the story up because it's got super legal matters that's not a work.
Yeah.
Or they're, they're just gonna not really blow it up so that, people won't be pissed off at immigration for keeping him back. At the end of the day, it's a real life situation that we all have to kind of statistically face while traveling. Like we could be held back for X number of reasons. So yeah, my gut feeling saying he's not coming back. So I have no idea who's gonna tackle Logan Paul at that point.
I think Miz volunteered.
Okay.
Honestly, like I'm glad that Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton are getting a spot at SummerSlam. I just wish it wasn't involved in this, a celebrity thing. Because it's just kind of like, it's not really a prime spot.
Mm-hmm.
Like they should be fighting for titles, or maybe they should have saved the one-on-one match they had at Saturday Night's Main Event for SummerSlam.
Well, what was their match at Saturday Night Main Event?
It was just a regular one-on-one match.
Yo, like, you say they should be fighting for titles, but really, like, if you were to put it in perspective, like, what titles? Like,
well, we could have seen Drew McIntyre versus Gunther for the world title.
that would have been so cool. That would have been cool. But you have to, just keep in mind, like, all the stories and what they're built around at this current moment. So, when you say, like, those guys are such big name stars, they don't really need titles, they just need strong stories.
Yeah, well, it's either way, like, they shouldn't be involved in celebrity stuff, because it's just out of character for both of them when you think about it.
Yeah, it does feel like something, that's almost like thrown together, like who volunteered to do this or something like that. But I feel like in a lot of cases, a lot of wrestlers that do get those spots enjoy those moments, because it's just like, wow, we get to be in a story with this celebrity and that celebrity, which is something that they can, cherish. Kind of like Big Show fighting one of the boxers, right? Or their Big Show again in a sumo match. Those Mania things that Big Show went through.
Yeah. That's true, I guess.
With the whole premise of, I might not remember the exact boxer or sumo wrestler that he faced, but I remember that he faced celebrities and he was in those matches. So, like, those are long-lasting memories.
I guess you have a point there. It's just like I said, it just seems out of character for them to want to be involved in celebrity matches. But anyway, let's see, what is one other... Oh yeah, we got Roman and Jay versus Braun and Bronson. What do you got for that one?
Sheesh, man. I'm gonna go with Braun and Bronson. It would benefit them to win.
Yeah. It
would really benefit them to win, because they're supposed to, like, become future big stars according to the Oracle. So yeah.
Well, now if you watch... I know you don't really watch Raw, but go home math would dictate that Roman and Jay are going to get the win because of what they got the shit beat out of them on Raw by Braun and Bronson. So, and Roman, and it's like with Roman, like they're not going to bring him back. I don't think they're going to bring him back to lose, because they have him so infrequently. Because now, as soon as SummerSlam's over, he's going away to film that Street Fighter movie, so he's going to be away for God knows how many more months. Right, so I'm gonna say, like, I do want Braun and Bronson to win, but I think Roman and Jay are gonna take the dub on this one.
Okay.
I'm trying to think.
I was unaware of the Street Fighter movie. I didn't know, but that doesn't change my decision. Like, in my opinion, those two guys, like, if you're trying to build stars, you got to pass the torch, and, like, I feel like they're gonna, give them a run for their money. And here's a match with so many mega powers, and they don't need a belt. Like, their story is what's important.
Yeah, that's true. What about Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill? Who you got for that one?
It's Tiffy time. I think Tiffy's gonna continue her win streak.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I think Jade's gonna finally take the title this time because, you know, they've been building up for a while now. She started off kind of slow, you know. She tag matches and all that stuff. Now she's queen of the ring, so I think they're gonna give her the title as a way to like keep up the prestige. It's kind of like, you know how for the first however many years it was, you had Money in the Bank winners winning the title automatically.
Yeah.
I think it may be the kind of same thing for King of the Ring, because last year they did it to where both winners, King and Queen of the Ring, won the championship at SummerSlam. And spoiler warning for later, but I think they're going to be doing it again this year with both King and Queen of the Ring. So I think Jade's going to actually take the dub and win the title. Now, there's a possibility that Naomi could interfere and cost Jade the match. But if she does that, then there's an even bigger possibility Jade's going to cost her match, which we'll get to again a bit later. So I think it'd be kind of stupid for Naomi to do that, so I don't think she is going to interfere. So I think we're going to see Jade Cargill pick up the win and become the new WWE Women's Champion.
If she does, it's still a personal beef type thing, you know?
Yeah.
Because, did Naomi lose her match at the last pay-per-view to Jade Cargill?
Yeah, Evolution. Yeah, she lost. I think it was like I know it was no DQ. I think it might have. No, I don't think it was a street fight. I think it was no holds barred or something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, I see. I see Jade picking up the win.
Yo, everyone watching, and this might be a dumb question, and B-Man might even answer it. But, like, can you break down the difference between a hardcore match, a no-holds-barred match, a no-disqualification match? Can you tell me the difference? Please.
You know, they're literally all the same fucking thing, just different names.
All right, thank you.
It's like, yeah, Extreme Rules. You got no disqualifications. You got street fights. You got hardcore match.
Yeah.
No holds barred. It's all the same shit, really. So there is no difference, I don't think.
I was just trying to figure it out.
I know, it's so weird. So one other match for the main event. What the fuck was it? With the 3 tag matches, you got the women's title, you got the world title. Fuck. The life of me, I can't remember what that 6th match was now.
Are both world titles being on the Sunday?
No, one's on Saturday. I'm trying to think, there was one other match, but you know what, fuck it, we'll just talk about the world title right now, and hopefully I can remember what the other match was. So we got Gunther taking on CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. See, here's how I would have done, because they're trying to get Braun and Bronson over as like this heel group, right? With Seth Rollins and stuff. But the way they did it was kind of ass backwards, because they had Braun run the gauntlet, which is like a babyface thing you do, and then just have Punk come in as the last guy and take the W, right? That should have been, what I would have done was I would have had it to where CM Punk started the gauntlet match, ran through everybody. Braun comes down, obviously, and then he's acting all like, oh, I got this shit in the bag, you know, kind of thing. He's like playing with them. But he just can't put him away, you know. He just can't put Punk away. Punk needs this so badly. So yeah, you can still do all the interference. You can still do all the stuff with Roman. But I would have swapped Braun and Punk, Braun and Punk. I would have swapped their positions in the gauntlet match. So, that being said, who do you got, Punk or Gunther?
Gunther.
This one's a tough one for me, because Gunther just won the title back in June, right? And they're not telling us whether or not Seth's injury is completely legitimate. They're just keeping it ambiguous. So we don't know for sure if he's like actually injured or not. So people are saying, oh, Seth could cash in to make sure, like, to ensure that CM Punk doesn't win the title, because that's his, like, has been his goal. He's like, if I, until the day I die or something like that, I'm gonna make sure that you never become world champion again, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So that's a tough one, because I think if Rollins is legitimately injured and he can't cash in, then I do think Gunther's going to retain. Otherwise, I think Seth Rollins is going to cash in and become world champion.
You know, I completely forgot that it was Rollins that had Money in the Bank, but I'm always reminded every time I see Paul Heyman walking around with the briefcase. So I feel like Rollins is actually permanently injured. Not permanently, my bad. I'm sorry. I don't mean that. You know, he's injured for quite a while. And yeah, that's just kind of about it. However, if it's a work and he's not injured, they played it off really swell. Mm-hmm. And they fooled your boy. They fooled your boy, the nude. You know, and which would have been an amazing plot twist, because the plan all along is to make like CM Punk assume everything, you know, like there's not going to be any kind of like interference from what's the group even called?
I don't think they never came up with a name.
Seth Rollins and the Oracles, like what the fuck?
They legitimately have not come up with a name yet for some reason.
So yeah. So I'm saying Gunther. I'm saying Gunther all the way. That guy, he's just like, he is a very tough and predominant champion. So I don't think he's losing this match. I know he's gonna have a crazy fight because CM Punk is very relentless. Mm-hmm. But
Punk's giving him a hell of a fight.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I think Gunther's gonna win. I want to see, even though it wouldn't probably happen, just like because that's not really the kind of wrestler he is. Although I think he should be more heelish. He should be resorting to more heelish tactics, Gunther. What I want to see is like say Gunther's in trouble, but he has it set up in advance to where if it looks like he's gonna lose the title, he paid somebody off to play Rollins' music to distract Punk, so Gunther could regain the advantage and win the match. And have people think that Rollins is actually not injured, and then he's going to cash in, but it was just a ruse to distract Punk so Gunther can regain the advantage and beat him.
That's some type of shit, eh? That's some type of shit that Gunther would pull, eh?
That's what I want him to do. Like, he's supposed to be a heel, you know. Granted, not all heels have to always win dirty, but he doesn't like it. What's what I'm looking for? Like, okay, it doesn't exactly help his credibility, but then again, heels shouldn't always be winning clean. So, you know, resort to dirty tactics once in a while. You know, that's what you're supposed to do.
He's a tough heel.
Oh, absolutely. But, you know.
And by that, yeah, like, you know, he has the ability, like easy ability to do a dirty tactic and to be a heel, but I don't think it's not always necessary, because he's just one tough dude. And if he does play dirty, it doesn't really tarnish the genuineness of the match. He's just playing into his character.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know. We're gonna, because this has been, I can't for the life of me figure out what that other match is, so we're just gonna pause for a quick second while I figure this out. I'm gonna look it up. Okay. So I'll be right back. And we're back. So the last match I forgot was Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross, where whoever loses the match has to say that their opponent was right. So if Sami loses, he has to say, Karrion Kross, you were right. I'm actually, deep down, I'm a bad guy, or I'm evil, or whatever. And if Sami wins, then Kross had to say, I was wrong. You are actually a good guy. So, interesting
What kind
stipulation.
of stupid stipulation is that? An admit the truth type match?
I guess so, yeah.
The hell?
Admit your opponent was right about it.
Okay, well, I think Karrion Kross is just gonna win. Bro, like, yo, Sami Zayn is beat the hell up. He like, when you look at him, you think the man's super injured. You know what I'm saying?
I hear ya. Well, I think that's just it though. Like, he is super injured, but he's just gonna, like, that's the thing. He's the ultimate underdog, right? So I think that's not gonna really affect his chances of winning. I think he's actually gonna still beat Kross, but Kross is not going to admit that Sami was right. Kross is just gonna beat him up after the match and leave.
The reason I don't think so is because there's been a huge wave of like fan support for Karrion Kross, and they need him pushed. The fans want that guy pushed, and WWE is taking this very slow time doing that. So,
well, in a way, if you think about it, he is kind of getting pushed, because when was the last time? It was before Night of Champions. He was on a pay-per-view. I think that was WrestleMania 40.
I guess.
And then even then, it was just in a 6-man tag match. So this is his first Big 4 pay-per-view since WrestleMania 40 last year. So in a way, that in and of itself is a push. But yeah, I think Sami's gonna win. So that'll do it for night 1. We'll be right back. We'll be right back with night 2. So stay tuned. Well, it'll be night 1 will come up, and then night 2 will be up like maybe 6 or 12 hours after this one. So stay tuned for that.